Hello, it's Crispy Chris 62, your gaming gentleman, member of the official We Game Here and association with Extreme Xbox Gamers. Now, I asked you, the community, to design a game if Phil Spencer rang you up and wanted a new exclusive IP. You can decide what game and what publisher you like. So first up is Dylan Proziak, and I'm sorry if I got that wrong. He would like a game where you can make decisions and your decisions will affect how the game is played and how the AI will act, almost like the game Army of Two. Now, I like where you're coming from. You know, games like The Witcher 3 and the upcoming Metal Gear Solid, I know that for a fact, that the decisions in your game, especially in The Witcher 3, have a massive impact in your game. Whether it be the slightest change, whether it be to make different choices, and further on in the game, like you wish you didn't make that choice, or it was the right choice, and that is clearly shown in The Witcher 3. And I think other games are now trying to do that. I think games getting more intelligent, and I think gamers want more. They want that change and they want that experience that always changes and it never stops. And I think it's really nice to see that, and I feel like more games need to develop that. And I think that's a really nice point there. And just talking on that, I recently finished The Witcher 3, and I was just amazed about, you know, your decisions really do matter when it comes to the end, and you reflect on those decisions. So I think that's a really great answer. Thanks very much for commenting. So next up, we have Corey Maxey, man of the hour. He's known as C-Note Gaming. Now this is going to be a bit of a long one. He would like CD Projekt Red to make a game based in a small town where a mad scientist is cooking up a virus, and you're the lackey whose actions will determine what the virus will do, and it would be a quest and side missions, or even if the virus would be released. So you could either be the good guy or the bad guy. Just a weird idea. Yeah, actually, I think that's a really good answer, because there's so many games now with viruses, Last of Us, The Division, Walking Dead, so many different games, and I feel like it would be really nice to see the actual epicenter of the virus, where it actually starts. Normally these games are like years ahead or years after the virus is spread, like The Division, and it would be really nice to actually be in where the virus is being created, and you can actually see it spreading everywhere, and people controlling the virus. It'd be really nice. And also the good guy bad guy situation, it'd be really nice if it was a role reversal and you were the bad guy creating that virus, seeing it spread, the reasons you were doing it. And I think that's a really nice idea, and it'd be really nice to see like CD Projekt Red doing that, because can you imagine all those? It would just be absolutely fantastic. Great answer. Next, we have Paul Allen Freeman, who says he would like the publishers Mistwalker and have them make a new IP along the same lines of Lost Odyssey. Now, what he's getting at here is that the Xbox One needs a quality JRPG, which stands for Japanese role-playing game. For example, Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon were really great and flew under the radar in 360's early years. And I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely understand this. You know, from a perspective, you know, I'm not a fan of JRPG, but, you know, it's clear to me that there is no RPG really good on the Xbox One. It's really lacking in that area. We have a lot of games with mostly shooters, mostly RPGs, but not JRPGs, which I think is really important. Great answer. Next, we have Miguel Morales, a remake of Shatterhand. Now, I had to Google this up. You had to make me type that in, and I've got to say, you know, that game is a way before my time, 1991, but it does look really retro. It looks really good, and I think people, you know, people have that special game that means a lot to them. People have that game that I know I have that game, so I know many other people want that really special game that either would want a remake or maybe even a reboot. Like Star Wars Battlefront, big fan, and it's really nice that they're rebooting it back. And I've got many others as well, and it's really nice to see, you know, people have that special game that they always want to relive on the Xbox One. Thanks very much for commenting there. Next we have Phil Ballett. How are you doing? He says, I'd asked to make Sega make a game about a super fast creature that runs so fast you can't even see what's happening on the screen. The character should be, I don't know, blue. Hell, give them a sidekick with like 2 tails that can fly as well. That'd be... this kind of sounds like Sonic there. Yeah, well, great answer anyway. Next we have Brian Wells, where he says an open world MMO, a massive multiplayer online Manhunt. Now I see where you're coming from. Now it's not the game Manhunt. There is a game called Manhunt, but that's a horror game. But he's talking about a massive multiplayer online game. So, for example, DayZ, Neverwinter, something like that, with lots and lots of players. Maybe in a forest, and Manhunt, you know, where everyone has to get one person, and that would be really good. You know, I used to play Manhunt on a common near where I live, and you know, I really had fun. The tension is there when you ever play Manhunt, when you ever get a big group together and hunting down one person. You know, it's really fun. And it's really daunting, very scary, and I actually really like that concept. I think it would be really nice to see that. Thanks so much for commenting. Next up we have Montana Miller. I would like to have a game called Criminal Life. That is a free roam MMORPG, massive multiplayer online role-playing game that is set in first person view. It will kind of be like GTA but with Battlefield and COD elements, like realistic guns, but it would also have like a James Bond and Fast and Furious feel, like crazy stunts and destroying buildings. I would also like for everything to have realistic physics, like if you shoot down glass it will break, or if you set an RPG to destroy a building it will fall down. I would like it to be made by Rockstar because they have made so many open world games and they never have failed us. What a fantastic answer and great idea for a game. If there was ever a winner for the best comment, you will definitely get a medal. Yeah, you know, I think I absolutely agree with you. Imagine a GTA 5 world where, you know, everything's destructible, like Battlefield, where the buildings are falling down, and maybe like when buildings actually fall down, they actually fall down, so you can literally level the playing field. And I see your point of view, and also Rockstar, fantastic developers. You know, they're just one on the top of my developers. CD Projekt Red and Rockstar and Rocksteady are one of the best developers I could think of, because they put so much passion into their game, so much detail and creativity. And I think that's what's important when you have a great game idea. You want great publishers as well, and I think Rockstar really deliver that. Right, next comment we've got Austin Davis. I think a remake of the game The Warriors should be a really good choice. A lot of people love that game, and if this actually happens, I would cry of excitement. Please make it happen. So, okay then. So I did a little digging around on the internet, and I found that The Warriors was a sort of fight them up game, or punch them up, by Rockstar, and it was released in 2005 on PlayStation and Xbox. Now, I'm not familiar with the game. It does look really nice, and I feel that it's the same again. Like, there's always these special games that people really fell in love with and really would like a remake. You know, I know a lot of people who really liked Halo, and they remade that for the Halo Master Chief Collection. And there was these special games. I mean, the recent games, I wouldn't say deserve a remake. You know, it's a waste of time, waste of money, waste of resources. But you know, there's these classics game, and that's what I really like with the Rare Replay coming back to the Xbox One, bringing those classics that people really loved and held on to, whether they kept their original Xbox or their 360, and now they can play those classics on the Xbox One. And some people have that amazing game that they would love to play over and over again, but may have not got the chance, may have sold their previous consoles. But you know, going back to everyone's comments now, you know, thanks very much for answering this question. I feel like, you know, a lot of people have ideas for games. You know, people say the gaming industry, you know, there's no room anymore. Almost every game has been done, but I absolutely disagree. I think there's still a lot of room in the gaming industry. I feel like there's a lot of ideas, a lot of fresh ideas that could still happen. We've got Scalebound, fresh idea. We've got Quantum Break. We've got the new game Recore. So there's a lot of fresh ideas still to come. And we had Sunset Overdrive last year. So I just think it's a fantastic time to be a gamer. And I really just want to say thanks for everyone who was commenting on this video. I think it's really nice. I just really like reading out your comments and delivering that, you know, seeing your passion that you have. Some fantastic comments and fantastic answers there. So without further ado, it's Crispy Chris 62, your gaming gentleman, and I'll see you in the next video.